keep your eyes right here as we have two rivals ready for a rendezvous that they hope will wind up with the dream land of stuffing their face with a delicious rack of ribs. Welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. It's the UAB Blazers and the Memphis Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with the Blazers head coach before the game, he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Memphis Tigers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. It was UAB pulling out a close one the last time these two got together to fight over some ribs.
And that's a big deal for UAB, too, because the Blazers had that game circled all offseason. They did what they needed to do when the game was on the line. They're going to need more of that here today against a motivated Memphis squad.
Motivated Memphis squad that they're used to winning this rivalry. This is their rivalry. This is their rack of ribs, and they're going to go try to get it back.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's coming.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Off the play fake. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Blazers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. This guy will get some carries, Braylon McReynolds. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Blazers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. It's Burton. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Let's talk for just a second about UAB. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
on 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards.
Bring him on. Black 14.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. These two first played in football in 1997, but the rivalry goes much farther back than that. Gene Bartow took Memphis to a Final Four in the early 70s, started the basketball program at UAB in the late 70s, and they became big rivals on the court.
Reese Davis, ladies and gentlemen, giving us the background of game day basketball and game day football. Nicely done with the stats, but huge rivalry game. They don't like each other. Apparently, Jesse, they do like their barbecue, though.
They do love their barbecue, and 1997 is not that long ago. I was playing college football.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Covey. Makes one man miss.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Covey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The play action fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Leaves it with the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And the Blazers will hustle to the line. You know, sometimes rivalry trophies really have no connection to anything like a little brown jug or the old brass spittoon. But a rack of ribs, two cities, proud of their barbecue heritage, rendezvous against Dreamland and Full Moon. I mean, doesn't get better than a trophy like this.
No, there aren't many trophies out there that you actually want to eat. Is it dry rub if you're Memphis, or is it Alabama white sauce if you're UAB? Take your pick. That is one good-looking trophy.
I don't even know what any of that means. I literally don't. I don't eat ribs. I don't eat pork. But I do know that that's a big frickin' trophy, and one of these teams want to win it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Burton. They're working that left side. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Sets up the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Open on the right side, that's Smith. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over.
Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Blazers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Snagged in the middle. It's Carter.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Makes the grab. It's Covey. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Keep it on the ground. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Out across the 30, mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Blazers want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
Looking for a man. It's Burton. Quick completion on the out. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Here's a give to Robinson.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, it's Robinson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Back to pass, it's Burton. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll run with Robinson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UAB.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Memphis picking up the tempo. To the air. It's Nolan. Looking for a deep man. He makes a grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal.
Red 18. Red 18.
Run in the red zone. It's Covey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Scanning the field, it's Burton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Blazers will send out the punt unit. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Nice move to pick up yardage.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in this...
Snags it and he's open. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Nolan. Bought a little time, lets it go. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers.
So nice to have the run game. So nice to trust in it. So nice to cut this game to a 1-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They go to the ground. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The Blazers moving quickly to the line. Here's a give to Robinson. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Breaks the tackle. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. The Blazers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 3 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Wildcats able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Liberty Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. Still 2 quarters to go in this battle for the bones, a treasured trophy in both Memphis and Birmingham.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. On the move from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Memphis head coach coming out of the locker room. This team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Robinson again. The ball is spotted, but the officials waving the training staff onto the field to check on the injured Memphis Tiger. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Robinson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. And that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
To the air, it's Burton. Complete on the left to Smith. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Got a man. It's Mims. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Using his legs, it's Simpkins. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Throws to the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Powers through the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Memphis wants to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Quickly to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job, the wide receiver.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for space, it's Simpkins. Gain of 6, they're looking at 3rd and 4. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. To the air, it's Burton. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got the back over the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Memphis will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Burton. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And you're seeing on this drive, man, a big part of the reason why they've got the lead. Like, they've been so good on these 3rd downs. Another 3rd down conversion where they dial up the right play at the right time to move the sticks.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Blazers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the lone running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
to the ground with the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Wants to throw. It's Burton. The quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Looking to throw on 1st down. On target. Touchdown, UAB! And they take it in for 6 more points. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The give on the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Just needs a crack to get a return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, checking in from the UAB sideline. I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach could go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
And a great job by the defense seeing it. They knew the ISO was coming right downhill. They went and met it. You got to go meet that guy in the backfield, meet those pullers in the backfield, make that thing go out wide where it's not supposed to go. Then the defense swarms to the football, gets the tackle for a loss.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Here's a give to Robinson. Maybe some room here. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Leaves it with the running back.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll go right back to him. Turning it on. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all three timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Looking for a man. It's Burton. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And the Blazers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Blazers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive, right?
Caught, and he's got room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Right on target this time. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Covey. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pressure coming. Turns it loose deep. He's got it on the outside. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to bull his way in. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You've got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
The Blazers enter the final minute with the lead. Here's Robinson one more time. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Get the barbecue pits ready and fire up the smokers as the Blazers will be feasting on a rack of ribs after taking down Memphis in the Battle of the Bones. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.